Hi guys, welcome to my lesson. Today we want to talk about the Kenyan folk song in grade 8, that's creative art. So welcome to my lesson. Before, remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to tell people about Batista 254. So welcome to my lesson. We will talk about the classification of Kenyan folk dances. We say the Kenyan folk dances can be classified into the origin of community, the function, style, occasion, and occasion, among others, theme, and so on. The Kenyan is a home of 40 communities, each with a unique traditional dances that reflect their history, beliefs, and social practices. So we shall look at various of now you can see each community in Kenya has its own distinctive dances or folk dance. Look at the Luyas, Luo. Let me start from the Kikuyu. Kikuyu we have Momboko, Muthirigu. These are about courtship, celebrations, resistance, especially Mau Mau. Look at Luya. Luya we have Isukuti, Ipara for wedding, among others. Look at Karenjin. We have Sikiro Ike for initiation. Look at Masai, Adumu. Look at Kamba, Kilumi. Look at Mijikenda Koski, Goma, and so on. So Taita and Sengenya are among others. So these are some of the community folk dance and features or purpose or the theme, or the theme of the song. Let's look at now by function. So by function, we talk about ritual, spiritually, example, Kilumi, then example, explanation here we'll give, used to rainmaking, healing, ancestral worship, among others. So we have under the function, which is the purpose, we have under celebration, we have celebration, we go to the next page, we have the warriors, initiation, we have the courtship, marriage, agricultural sector, among others, historical resistance like Mau Mau, and so on. So these were some of the functions. Now let's look at it by the dance style. We have solo dances, group dances, circle dances, call and response dances, then percussive rhythms. So the dancers perform alone, can perform alone and solo. Then group, most Kenya folk dances involve the coordinated group formation. Isukuti, for example. Sakira, that's the common in Maasai and Luya dances. Call and responses, that's many dances, including singing, is call and response style between the leaders and the group of people. Then the drumming and rhythmic footstep, Luo, Luya dances, others. Let's look at the occasion. The occasion is birthday celebration, initiation ceremonies, weddings, which is marriages, funeral, harvesting festival, and political resistance like Mau Mau for colonial, among others. So we say the Kenya folk dances can be classified according to the community of origin, gender, performers perform them, occasion of performance, age of performance, theme or message contained in the songs. That's how we classify it. Look at my table here. Here I have a table. Look at this. Here we have the name. Then we have community, gender, occasion, function, age of performers or participants, and message of theme. Look at, for example, here for the Isukuti. Isukuti is the dance name from the Luya. Idaho and Isuha. So the people who perform the song are the men and women during the occasion, during the marriage, harvesting, funeral, among others. So we look at the functions for entertainment to pass on the Isukuti and Isuha and Idaho culture. So the young age and young and old, then rites of passage and recreation. So you can see how they classify the folk dance in Kenya. We talked about gender, we talked about the location, talk about the age, we talked about the participants, we talk about the theme or message that contains the folk dance. So look at another one here for Kamabega Steel Luya from the Bukusu, with men and women, celebration, entertainment, bless the married couples, the young and old, their celebration. Epunya from Iteso, Ramogi from Luo, which is the men and boys, celebration, entertainment, honor of the patriots, which is ancestors, then young men and old men for recreation. Look at Ntababana from Gusi, Steel. So what is the common here? The function talk about the entertainment mostly. Entertainment. Look at the Mbegete from the Kuria, Nguchu from Kikuyu for children, game and so on. So we look at Chepkongo from Nandi for girls. You can see Nandi for girls. And then during they perform it during the rite of passage. It's mostly entertainment and encouraging that the young girls ritual of passage. So look at all this from Pokot. We have Cheptire from Pokot. We have Sosimo from Kipsigis. These are the dances. So you can look at for the Sosimo from the Kipsigis, the women and children during the drought, entertainment, prayer for the rain, drought, and its effect. Look at Mwari from Taita, the women, rite of passage. So all they are common in this. Look at Kidumi from the Kamba, that's the married old women, the condemning the witchcraft during the harvesting and before the rain, then for the healings. As we continue, still you have Sukuti, Luya, and so on, Hangla, Nauto Hangla, Momboko from Kikuyu, both men and women, children. Then talk about Adum, Masai, Kidumi still may come back, and Sengenya from Taita, Benichikenda, both for harvesting, among others. For Kikuyu Mutirigu for the Kikuyu, Gonda, you can see Gonda from the Turkana, then Dodo from Blue for female birthday, wedding, celebration, storytelling, young and women, joy and community, families, then Higosho for the which is the Christian. So we say under explanation of category, the gender who typically perform the dances can vary over time. The occasion when or why the dance is performed, the ritual, ceremonies, celebrations, among others. Then function, talk about the purpose, which is the message. Is it for entertainment, spirituality, protest, education? Then age of participants, which say some dancers can serve for the youth, elders, or specific age. Then we talk about the theme, the message. That was all about the message. So we say the costume of the performer or participants may communicate the origin of the dance. The theme can communicate the costume, the decor, or communicate the background of the dance where it's coming from. Then, for example, we have the Maasais. The Maasai, they wear, we talk about the costume, they wear the red shukas, that's the Maasai. Then the Kikuyu brown colors, schemes or kitamba or fabric, which are from the Kikuyu. The instruments used in the dance also communicate the origin of the community. By watching the dance, one may also get the information about the dance. Example, the gender, one can see the sex, which the performer, which is male, or female, or mixed female, male, and female, and so on. So, we talk about the performer. We are still talking about the participants, the singers, the dancers, instrumentalists, the roles of these people. They sing, they respond to the soloists, then they dance, make the body movement. Instrumentalists, they play the instrument, and so on. So look at in the folk song, in the folk dance performance. Take note of the following. Number one, look at the gender, the age of the performer, the instrument used in the performance, the costume, makeup. Makeup are also known as the body adornment. Then the song in the dance and style of singing, the body movement and dance formation. Then the mode of the performance where the dance is performed. We have given an example of writing a summary. So you can look at, I've given an example of Mwari from the Taita people. That's one of the example I've given. What are you looking at? The title of the dance, which is Mwari, the community of origin, the Taita from coast region of Kenya. The purpose of the dance. The purpose of the dance in performance to celebrate the courtship, marriage, beauty of young girl or young woman. Then talk about the storyline, which is the theme. The dance tells the story of a young woman admired by many of the beauty and good character. So look at the music instruments, the traditional instruments such as drum, goma, jingo, among others, are used during the dance. Look at the costume and the props. The dancers can wear the colorful blazons, beads, traditional headgear, props such as gourd, baskets for carrying the symbolize the women domestic roles. So look at the number of the roles and performance we have mentioned under. So you see they performed by the group of young men and women, typically in two lines, facing each other. The female dance portray the bride, where male dancers act as a suit. So the mood of, we look at the mood, the message, and so on. So the question here, I have few questions to answer. What is the folk dance? You say folk dance is a traditional form of dance passed down through generation to generation to represent the cultural value, beliefs, style of a particular community, among others. You shall read more. What is a synopsis? A synopsis, in a simple language, is a brief summary of outline of the point of the story, performance, or event. What are the details that should include in the folk dance synopsis? Name of the origin, name and the origin of dance, purpose and the meaning of the dance, description of the storyline and type of music, instrument used, description of costume, props and body, makeup, then the number of roles of the performers, then mode and style of the performance. The next question, as we come to the end, explain the significance of costume, props, body, makeup in Kenya for dance performance. The costume, props, and body makeup in Kenya for folk dance are important cultural expression. They reflect the identity, beliefs, traditions, community. Costume help to distinguish the gender, age, and social roles. Props enhance the storyline aspect of the dance, while the body makeup add the visual appeal and symbolize spiritual and cultural meaning. That's the question. What are the roles of one can be part of in Kenya folk dance performance? So which are mentioned there, down there, It dancers, support, vocal, among others. Then discuss the ways in which the folk dance can be addressed, the social, political, economic, and issues within the community. That's I think our last question. So we said the folk dance often carry the message that reflects the concern of the community. The social issue as marriage, unity, morality, and conflict resolution can be portrayed. Then politically, the dancers may express the support, resistance, or educate the citizen about the governance. So economic, the dance may highlight the theme like farming, trade, hard work, encouraging the productivity and cooperation. Then the last one, these are these dances serve the tools of for education, communication, and social among others. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and to share.